Hey everyone, I'm grekaosangel and welcome back to another stream of my Let's Stream The Legend of Dragoon. In the last stream, what we managed to get through was the limestone cave, which separates southern Surdeo from northern Surdeo. In that cave, we encountered this snake-like boss, Eurobolus. Um, we took it down fairly easily. We managed to reach Lavitz's hometown of Bale. We entered the Indel Castle to meet King Albert. We learned basically the military position that King Albert and the Kingdom of Basil is pretty much faced with the Imperial Sandora. They apparently have plans to bring the dragon Fairbrand to the town of Hoax, and that is where we are heading next, because we don't want them to destroy more towns, obviously, because we are the protagonists. So we must fight the evil empire. So without any further ado, let's jump right back into The Legend of Dragoon and see how far we're going to get tonight. Now, something I learned just this last stream was that when you're on the world map and you have the entry options for a town, I'm not quite sure if it's just towns or it's any field screen that you can enter. If you simply hold square, it will reveal to you what exactly is located in this location. So in this case, in the town of Hoax, we can expect to find a hotel, which is why we purchased items in Bale, so we didn't run out. So basically, because we're not going to be able to buy anything here. Okay, so let's kind of go over where we're sitting at. I think we're at a fairly decent level. Welcome back to another stream, Alucard. Thank you for clarifying. I thought that's what you meant when you said that square will reveal what you can kind of things of note, but you did say town, so I just wasn't certain if caves and such like that would actually have that kind of information. But we are sitting at fairly decent levels. I personally think I'm not quite sure where the recommended level is for this location, but that doesn't matter. We should be fine. So let's not beat around the bush and let's try to save the town of Hoax. How are you this fine evening? Okay, so the yellow mark is, of course, going to be our hotel. Everything else is just kind of points of interest. My evening was good. Pretty typical most days. A little irritated with we're actually going through a pain in the ass trying to get a construction loan for a house. Bank's kind of been jerking us around for the last 2.5 months, but things are supposedly looking up. Okay, so in this town of Hoax, basically we can rest inside the inn here. Oh, there's a person there. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, let's see here. So, wow, this wasn't even in my notes for this angel's prayer. Cool. Alright, so there's actually 2 Stardusts that we can find in here. Let's see, inside the inn, it says rest, but I guess we can't rest, so let's go to the building right next to the inn. We're supposed to go see Kaiser of the 8th Brotherhood, Knighthood, something like that. I'm trying out a new type of, with this dialect, since it tends to crawl across the screen. Is there any need, in your opinion, to leave it up on screen any longer than it takes to crawl across? Or is it moving at such a speed that it's easy enough to read what's happening and then just continue onward? Because I'm always torn between trying to figure out how long is too long to leave a dialogue text on screen, unless I'm completely distracted by something. But I don't want to be like jumping through the dialogue and then just like rushing through it, and people are not, getting to enjoy the actual plot because they can't read half the dialogue because I'm skipping through it so fast. Okay, very. That's what I thought it would be. I actually went back and kind of watched something. One of the earlier videos that I had just actually went up on YouTube, and I noticed that it scrolls slow enough. So I think that's what I'm going to do from here on. It might actually cut down on how long it takes to get through the plot, which means we can actually get through more story every time I stream, as opposed to taking extra, 2 or 3 seconds every dialogue, because that does add up after a while. I don't think there's any particular choice here. Alright, so we go up here into this house here on the left. We should find downstairs a Stardust by some fire. Excellent. Let's see, anything useful to say? No. go this way. To come down here. And the chest back here, I think, should be a healing potion if my notes are correct. Excellent. Now that we've picked that up, now we go back to where we talked to Kaiser. We don't want to talk to him, we want to kind of go around this other side of the table to find the second Stardust that we can acquire here in the town of Hoax. Assumed that we could jump around through here. Alright, that makes 9 if we've been counting correct. Excellent. Now all we have to do now is talk to Kaiser again. Alright, we are ready. Out of curiosity, and you don't have to answer that a la carte if you don't want to. I'm not trying to pry. I'm just curious. You said you lived in Missouri? Is that correct? Okay, so I imagine is it midnight or so about? I'm not quite sure what time zone Missouri's on. I imagine it's pretty close to it. If you don't mind my asking, are you in school, college, high school, much further down the line? I'm just trying to get a judge for age ranges and how close to my own age. I'm 26. Okay. Down the stairs. And the owls have fled the forest. Yeah, I went through quite a rough time trying to find a job myself. I graduated in '07, went to college, got a computer degree, to a stupid advisor. Ended up making me go an extra year because he couldn't manage my schedule right. And essentially, by the time I was in the middle of college, that's when the job market, employment markets, housing markets, everything crashed. And now suddenly I have a degree that's useless. So I went for at least almost a year and a half without being able to get anywhere, because everyone who wanted bachelor's degrees plus 4 years of experience or a combination thereof, or it was just the field I went for was completely useless. But now I work nights in security, pretty close to home, which is nice. I get to watch movies and play games and stuff, so it's cool. It works out. I'm doing all right.
Harpoon!
Alright, I don't like... Oh, come on, give me a good angle here. I guess I'm not... I guess they're just not going to give it to me. Alright, we'll live with this.
Yes! Go! Volcano! Harpoon! Yes!
And I missed that.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
No, we won't bother replacing it. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and discard it. We don't really need it. We're doing alright. I want to say that this is going to be one of our next bosses. Yeah, this ought to be our boss. Sandora Elite. HP range about 260, 200 experience, 50 gold. We should get a healing breeze. Very nice. Ouch. That must have been an earth-based attack to do so much damage to Lavitz or something like that. Yep, there's my notes. Right, their strategy is we want Dart and Lavitz obviously to use their additions. We want to watch out for that magic attack. Lavitz takes pretty decent damage from it. Okay, yeah. After you do a little bit of damage to him, he'll start creating multiple clones. And it's easy because the first 3 times he does this, he'll be in different places, so you know it's definitely not in one place or the other, so it's not too bad.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
We'll guard. We need to get him some decent defense and HP going.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
He really's got a thing for Lavitz, jeez.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
Yep, here comes the clones. I would imagine. Maybe not. No, it's that magic attack again. That time, you're not going to do so much damage. I'm on to you.
Yes! Go! Volcano! Yes. Go. Volcano.
Alright, taking gloves off, gonna create a triplicate of himself. I can honestly say I don't really remember this fight. I think I remember the animation, but I don't remember which is which. Okay, so he's in one of these 3 locations, and he's never going to be in the same location the first 3 times. So, we can either hit him all 3 times, or we'll hit him only once. At least that's my understanding.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
That wasn't him. Alright, so we're going to head defend. I figured it might be the case. I mean, Chicago isn't too far from where I am now. I mean, it's not. Well, no, yeah, I think it's an hour difference. So, all right. So since he wasn't there, we're gonna try here.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
There we go. That's where he is. Go ahead and heal Dart there. And he's getting pretty low on health.
Go.
I probably didn't have to heal him,
Volcano.
but I like to be on the safe side. Now I know he's in one of the other 2 locations, so we're both healthy enough to take one on. Let's go there. Nope, he's in the center this time.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
There we go. And it doesn't matter, we killed him. Rod Typhoon. Oh, cool. And we got a healing breeze, which is nice. And actually, since we used a healing potion, we don't have to throw anything away. Couldn't have planned it even if I tried. And just like that, they throw us into a second boss fight. Now this is where we're going to have to be very careful. This is either going to be an easy fight or a very, very difficult one. This is, and I'm never going to pronounce this the same way every single time, Kongol. Roughly his HP is 305. 300 experience, 50 gold. We get a power wrist for defeating him. Strategy here is he's got a strong attack and defense. He's a big physical brute, but weak against magic, so items will be very effective. Be very careful here. Any unsuccessful additions will be countered. So if you're not strong on your addition use, you might want to steer clear for this fight and try to wing as best you can. that's not too bad.
Yes.
And I missed it. Oh, that doesn't do anything to him. Okay. He's not as bad as I thought he was going to be.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Alright.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Let's give this a shot. Let's just see. I don't think we have any wind. No, we don't. So we'll go ahead and use a burnout. Get my controller ready for the boost. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit better damage. But you should have kept the weapon, my friend.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
And let's try Spark Net. Yeah, I can imagine why that wouldn't be fair. I mean, she was supposed to be able to fight with us, and she's just not here.
Yes. Go.
And it would have been nice if she was with us. I mean, Shanna is. Oh, and there we go. Oh, what the? Well, we tried to defeat him, but he, threw us back. I always like using Dart and Shanna as like one of my main trio of party members. And actually, this character also is another one of my staples. So we almost have the team I really want to play through most of the game with, which is awesome. And for those who've never played this game, that is essentially what our Dragoon forms will look like once we acquire them. Obviously different colors and such. And say what you will about some of the shortcomings for the game, the Dragoon transformations are so amazing. It's the thing that just draws you in, and you just want to use it. It makes you feel so powerful. Alright, there we go. Burning Rush is a new addition for Dart. And we've been using Volcano quite a bit, so we've got to be getting pretty close to maxing that out. Maybe we got another level to go. I really wish... I mean, I know that Sony, I think, put out some collectible figures for this game. Not well sculpted, but if they ever remake it, it would be amazing to see like Kotobukiya or something like that doing a Legend of Dragoon, like Dragoon form sculpts. That would be just, it'd blow my mind. Yeah, I agree that hers would be the most useful. I mean, you can't really get too far without a mage, in most RPGs nowadays.